Today's legal update contains something very special. I call it the new level of honesty, the moment of clarity. I compare it to the moment when we say out loud, the emperor has no clothes. The arguments of the defendants are based on deceit. I think that simple sentence really put things in the right perspective for me.
Now, the deceit here is twofold. First of all, they're saying that plaintiffs did not plausibly allege that they were on the TSDB. That's not correct. And the second part of it is the deceit that entails hiding the TSDB status information that since April, plaintiffs were asking the court to order defendants to produce. That is the deceit, is hiding the information that corroborates that all of these plaintiffs were legally placed on the TSDB. So it's a twofold thing, saying they didn't allege it and then hiding the information from plaintiffs. And as horrible as that is, because, I love America. I am an American citizen and I love this country. And it's horrible to think that our own government is doing this to us, but it has to come out in the open, just like MK Ultra did in the 1970s with a church committee.
I cannot forget the question that John Kiriakou asked Bill Binney in the most recent interview. He said, I am a CIA whistleblower, and do you really think that the government would do something like this to our own citizens? And I was thinking, John, you blew a whistle on the CIA torture program, and you are having a hard time believing that the government would do it to its own citizen. Once you cross the line, once you do it to anybody, then everything is permitted. And finally, defendants' refusal to produce the limited discovery on the 18 plaintiffs almost creates a presumption that they are on the TSDB, because if they produce the info and none of the plaintiffs were on the TSDB, the case would have been over.
That's exactly right. Well, this public interest, that's one of the arguments. They say the public interest compels the court to not mess with the TSDB. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. The public interest compels that they comply with the law, that they respect people's civil rights and privacy rights and constitutional rights. Their intentional deception of blocking access to the information is almost an admission of fact that plaintiffs are on the TSDB. Because if they didn't oppose it so staunchly, the case would be over.